Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a new day. It is Tuesday and I think it's late morning. Don't really know. It's before noon, I think. And what started off as a real muggy day has actually cleared up nicely. The breeze has come in, the sunshine is out, blue skies, and a lot of that mugginess has gone away, so I'm glad for that. But yeah, we are outside and we're cooking some hot dogs for lunch, and I'm going to show you what we're cooking those on. So something new that I don't think I've put on the channel, and because we actually haven't used it in a real long time. And also I'm going to give you an update on the garden and show you what's growing. And yeah, I'm pretty excited. So yeah, stay tuned. Let me show you what we're going to be cooking our hot dogs on. Alright everyone, so here in front of me is what's called a firebox, and it's really small. It folds, it collapses down to where you can put it in a pouch flat. And right now we have charcoal briquettes in there. We have like 5 briquettes in there, and they're warming up right now, and we're gonna put our hot dogs on this plate right here on this grate. So you can warm this up with either wood, like a wood fire, charcoal. You can use like a sterno can with alcohol, babe. Yeah, you can use a sterno can with alcohol. Glenn's gonna get it. But so there's a couple different ways you can use this, and it basically is a grill, is something you can cook on. When we first got this 3 years ago maybe, and I first tried it, I actually put a this grate wasn't on there, and I put a frying pan on there and cooked some steaks in there. But this is the sterno can, and you can actually just put alcohol in here and let it sit inside there and just light it up. And yeah, Glenn's gonna open it up. I'm holding the camera. But yeah, it's really neat. It's not very big. The only reason we can cook all our hot dogs is because hot dogs are skinny, so we can throw 4 across. I'm sure you can get like 5 on there, but you can throw 1 steak on there, a hamburger. It's perfect for 1 person.
Alcohol on there, and the flames come around that circle.
Okay. But yeah, you can make it work with 2 people if you cook like big things one at a time. But here's the sterno can, and you would throw alcohol in here, and then I don't know if you can see these little holes here. Yeah, the little holes on the side, that's where the fire comes out, and you can set that directly inside here. There's these sticks that hold it higher, and then it'll be high enough to warm up the grate here. Right now, I don't know if you could see it, but there is vapor coming out of here. I don't know if you could see it very well, but if I were to hold my hand up here, it's definitely warm. It's not super hot, but you couldn't put your hand on that grate for sure. But yeah, it's almost ready. The charcoal briquettes are almost all gray, and we're gonna throw some hot dogs on there. This is actually the first time we've used this in 3 years, probably since the first year we got it. And it also came with accessories. The round thing came with it. Yeah.
Pan for cooking, a grip to pull.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, maybe after lunch I'll pull out all the accessories it came with. But you can actually bake. Yep. 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 So we'll go through that after lunch. But this is.
So they say.
Yeah, so they say. But this is called a firebox. Sorry for the bad lighting, but that's what it looks like. But yeah, we bought all this stuff honestly when we were discussing going to live a nomad life. So we bought all this stuff, and we haven't used half of it since we didn't go nomading. But so this year we actually want to start using a lot of that stuff that we bought. So I think we're gonna get ready to put the hot dogs on. Like I said, it's not super hot, but you definitely couldn't put your hand any lower than that. But all right, so stay tuned, and let's get these hot dogs cooking. All right, everyone, so I'm gonna go ahead and start throwing these hot dogs. I'm gonna put 4 on there. Oh, you can hear it sizzle. Yep. Yeah, 4 hot dogs is plenty. That's plenty of space for 4 hot dogs on there. All that beeping is Glenn's scooter, so he's roaming around the garage. Yeah, he's organizing and cleaning up his RC cars and stuff. All right, everyone, so this is attempt number 2 at cooking our hot dogs on the Firebox. So what happened was the pegs that we had the charcoal briquettes on, you know, as the charcoal gets hotter, they shrink and fall apart. Well, that's exactly what they did, because we're missing a plate to set them on, and so they fell through and we lost our heat. So this step is the sterno can. So there's alcohol in the middle of that. That's what the fire is coming from, and it has to burn until the flames come out of those little holes on the side. So this is attempt number 2 from charcoal. The charcoal will work, it just wasn't done right. So we'll see how this works. We've never tried this one before. All right, everyone, we finally have our hot dogs to eat. I tell you, we would die of starvation if we had to count on ourselves to work this stuff. So I will tell you the entire story after we're eating, because I'm hungry. So hot dogs are ready, and this is lunch. All right, everyone, so we are done eating lunch, and we're having a little piece of the Claire tort that I made on the 4th, which was yesterday. When I was making the frosting, pouring it over the tort, and I mentioned that the frosting gets really thick when it gets hard, and you can see right here in the picture how thick that frosting got. So that's pretty thick. Glenn loves this frosting. I don't care for it too much. I can't eat it too much. It's really rich. It's rich in kind of a bitter type of way, because they're semi-sweet chocolate chips. So, but the tort came out good, even though it's vanilla pudding versus banana. It came out good. The graham crackers softened up pretty good. So yeah, we're just gonna enjoy a piece of tort. I'm outside, and after I'm done, I'll tell you about our adventure in trying to make our hot dogs. Hey everyone, so yeah, let me tell you the story about how long it took us to warm up our hot dogs. Like I said before, if we were in the wilderness and we had to survive on these things like the Firebox Stove to make our food, we would starve to death, let me tell you. So they did get warm though, and we even got them a little charcoal colored on the top. So we started off, I showed you the video where we started off with charcoal briquettes, and we started off with 5. Now, where we had them high in the Firebox stove, but we were missing the plate that holds them. So we just had them on these pegs. And like I said, when they get hot, they shrink and they get fragile and they just break. Well, 2 of them out of the 5 fell down to the very bottom. And the charcoal, the briquettes were hot. They didn't start off that way though. Glenn put the briquettes in, and I went in the house to get something. We put the lighter fluid on them, I went in the house to get something. When I came out, he had already lit them. So yeah, he's all, yeah, blame it on Glenn. And then the fire went out right away. So I ended up, you know, I did ask him how long he let them soak for, and he said like a minute or two. And I said I usually let them soak for like 10 minutes before I put another layer of fluid on it and then light them up. That way the fluid soaks into them really well. So I told Glenn, he must have forgot how to cook with charcoal. But once we did that, it did get going, and the briquettes, they got gray, and they were holding, there was like amber stuff in there. So they were really hot, but then when they fell to the bottom, we lost our heat. So, and then Glenn started talking about that. I called it a sterno can, but it's not a sterno can. It's, the brand name is Trangia? Is that what it? Trangia. What did I say, babe?
Yeah, I don't remember.
But I'll put it on the screen what the brand name is. But it's called an alcohol stove. So you just put alcohol in it, light it on fire, and the flame goes around the little holes. So we did that the first time, and we had big flame, but we had the back door open, and we think because there was so much wind that it wasn't working like it should. So we closed the back door and we did it again, and it worked better. So, but the only problem then is we had the can really low in the Firebox stove. So if we had it higher, we definitely would have had a lot more heat. Yeah, so this was an adventure to try to warm up our hot dogs. I was to the point where I was ready to eat them cold. So, but we got it to work. I think we just need to use it more often to get used to it. We have some other stuff I'll show you when I'm done here. But yeah, I think it took us 90 minutes to warm up our hot dog. Yeah, I know you guys are laughing at us right now. That's okay. We can laugh at ourselves. So yeah, we finally ate hot dogs after 90 minutes to 2 hours. But yeah, so that's the adventure in warming up our hot dogs. I'll show you all the other stuff that comes with that, and then a couple of the other little Firebox stoves. Not Firebox stoves, but little tiny stoves that you can use to warm up like water and small stuff. So yeah, that's where we're at. So we're sitting in the garage right now. I'm probably gonna have to go in soon to edit a video to post today. But yeah. Anyway, let me show you all the other things that... Now, did this stuff come with it, or did we order that separate, babe?
What?
The pot over here.
We ordered everything separate.
Separate, okay. So we have a separate thing from the company Firebox. It is from company Firebox, right, babe?
Yep.
But you can like bake in it over like a campfire, or even I think the Firebox stove. So let me show you that stuff. Okay, everyone, so I'm going to go ahead and show you all the different types of little stoves you can use out when you're hiking or camping or whatever. So over here is that Firebox stove that we just cooked our hot dogs on. It collapses to this. And there is a pouch for it, just don't know where it is right now. But that's what it collapses. It's got these two pegs that you can stick in there. But yeah, it's pretty compact. Comes with those, and there's the grate. So that's the Firebox. That's called a Firebox. And I'm going to start working with that more. Maybe starting a fire with wood, trying different things, see what works best for us. So that's that. And then right here inside I have that alcohol can. There's still alcohol in there. We didn't use it all. It's better to use a higher what's it called? Isopro?
Yeah.
Of alcohol. But you light this up in here, and there's a little indented area down there where this fits perfect. And this also collapses where it's flat as this, but that will give you a nice flame. Put your pot on here, brew your coffee, fry food on there, put a pot with soup or whatever. But this is another cooking device. And like I said, it collapses all the way till it's flat. And another one is this one. This just opens up just like that. And you see these ridges right here. They act as the area where you would set a frying pan or a pot or something. And these are the tablets that you put in here and light on fire. So you could, let's say you wanted to fry something on there. You take something like this, just set it on there, like if it's a frying pan, and cook your food. So that's another one, and it's so compact. This is my hand. That's how small they are. You can just throw it in a backpack or something. And this is even smaller than this one. This one, the brand name is Esbit. Same concept. These have tablets that you just light on fire in there. You just put the tablet in this square piece. And you could either put it like that or open it up all the way and again set something there. Same concept, just a little smaller. So, and then we have this, which is called the MSR, which is the brand, Pocket Rocket 2. And this thing right here actually will just fit in my pocket. That's how small it is. See? And I think I've shown some of this or all of this, some of this before. And, but as I've said before, we get new subscribers and new people watching, but that's the whole stove itself. No, we haven't used it since last year, so so these are this is the flame, where the flame comes out, and here's your burner. There. See that? Then you just set your thing on top of here. Well, this gets attached to this can. So you attach it to the can, you turn on the can, and you just light this. And your flame control is from this thing right here. You turn it to lower the flame or raise the flame. So concept, just like that. We've used this quite a few times to warm up water for coffee or whatever. So that is called a Pocket Rocket 2. And did it come with an attachment, or did we buy the attachment? Okay. This attachment, you can actually hook this up to a propane bottle versus this. This is actually isobutane fuel.
Propane is a lot cheaper.
Yeah, that's right. Propane is going to be cheaper than this stuff. We have 2 of these. This one's probably half over. But propane is going, like one of those one pound propane tanks. You can hook it up. So yeah, this would go like that. And then hook up your propane tank right there. And then just set it like that. So that's the Pocket Rocket 2. Okay, so I've got it all collapsed. The burners are collapsed. Now this thing here just goes right over this, right here. And just throw it back in there, and it's put away. So that's another one. And this stuff right here. We bought this separate from the Firebox, but it's from the same company. So this is a pot, basically. And it's got latches here on the side. So when you go like that, the latches pop open. And then you got a bunch of other stuff inside also. So this is your baking stuff and some cooking stuff. You got a pair of tongs. You got a grate. This here is to latch on to this as a frying pan or something. You can latch onto it, and it's a removable handle is what it is. So you can use it for any pan or thing like that. So, and then you have these dishes, which we've never tried it, but this is supposed to go like in there, and you put like coals and stuff in here, hot coals, and you can actually bake in there. So yes, we bought all this stuff and we haven't tried half of it. So maybe this is the year we're gonna try it. So yeah, that's we've actually used this to cook pork chops over a campfire, like right in the amber. So we put this in there and put some pork chops in there, but that was several years ago. It would be nice to do more things like that. So, and this somehow either went on top like this. Let me see if that works. Oops. But it just kept sliding off or something. Yeah, it doesn't fit. It's not completely secure. But anyway, that goes to that. So there are various camping tools that we don't use. I think we just started using our camp stove and our grill when it was propane, and you just get used to that stuff, but you never really test the small stuff that would be beneficial for storage, the amount of storage. If you don't have a lot of storage, or if you're going on a day hike and you want to cook some food, or one night of camping, any of these things would be compact enough to take in a backpack or something. So yeah, just thought I'd share that with you guys. All right, everyone. So just to show you what's going on in the garden. So you can see they're getting a little bigger. This one's sprouting a little bit. Got a nice bunch right there. So that's doing okay. The reason I didn't water them this morning because we had a lot of rain yesterday and last night, and everything was wet this morning. So, and it's not too hot right now, so I'll water them again in the morning. Here's our veggies. So both tomato plants now have 5 baby tomatoes on them, and you can see, let me see if I can get the right spot here. It's hard to see, but that one's growing pretty big. These are just cherry tomatoes now. And our jalapeno plant's got 3 jalapenos growing. And you can see we've got some yellow flowers in there. I'm only assuming those are cucumber flowers. If I'm wrong, please let me know. So everything seems to be coming along pretty well. And got some good sprouting going on there. I did pull off a lot of the dead flowers on there, and new ones came up. So now wanted to show you where I planted these are just annuals, but look at these. These are the sunflowers. Man, they sprouted up like crazy. Just all this right here. These are all sunflowers. Right here, I'm gonna have to pull some of these weeds out. But these right here are all sunflowers. So that's pretty good. So yeah, I just wanted to give you an update on the little kitty garden, or kiddie pool garden. All right, everyone, so it is supper time. As you can see, we're having tacos. So I think this is a good time to close out the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch my video. I appreciate all your support. And with that, remember to live life, be good to yourself, and be good to others. Until next time.